Hello, my name is Emmanuel Tabat. I'm a Nigerian doctor currently working in Australia. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys how I was able to get a job and move to Australia in 2025. So if this is something you're interested in, let's dive in. I'll broadly divide this video into three parts. The first one is writing the exams, the AMC exams. The second part is doing an interview. And the third part is the visa application. For the writing of the exams, I sat down for the AMC exams. That's the Australian Medical Council exams. There's the AMC1 and the AMC2. The AMC1 is a computer-based exams, whereas the AMC2 is a clinical exam. Actually, in Australia, you can get a job by just writing the AMC1, but you're going to get limited registration. And for you to get a full registration, you either have to sit and pass the AMC2 exams or also the CLAB exams and then advance in your medical career in Australia. So I sat for the AMC1 exams and I was successful. I am one of the people that got the job with just the AMC1, and as at the time of recording this video, I am yet to sit for the AMC2 exams or the CLAB, which is something I intend to do in the nearest future. I am going to make a video to give further details about the AMC exam. I'm sure that's going to help you to a large extent. With that, you can start applying for jobs, and usually many hospitals advertise for vacancies for some of these places that you're eligible for as an IMG with just AMC1. They usually state it in their job description. They will tell you what they want. They will tell you about the qualification. And then there are usually campaigns based on the different regions which you have to watch out for. So you look for what they are particularly interested in, the qualification. Some of them state that they want someone that has passed both AMC1 and 2, or someone with a full registration, or PRs and citizens. For such positions, it wouldn't make sense for you to apply. Although I've heard cases of people that still went ahead to apply and somehow they got lucky. But then I'm telling you this in case you're rejected, you don't feel too discouraged about it. By the way, it doesn't mean that because they have advertised for a position that you're qualified for, you would also automatically get it. So just open your mind towards many rejections. Most people have applied multiple times, some even more than 100 times before they eventually got a job shot. Don't set the bar too high for yourself, and when you start getting rejections, even when you are qualified for some certain job description they had advertised, you just get discouraged. Just keep applying. That's what I will tell you, and who knows, you're going to be lucky. And for you as an IMG, you have to understand that it is more stressful and more expensive for hospitals in Australia to employ IMGs. It's always easier and more convenient to employ people already inside. And every country will watch out for their own people first. So it means that if any hospital wants to employ IMGs, they should have demonstrated to the government that they've hired enough people inside before they're taking people outside. That's the first thing. The second thing is the stress of bringing you in, because definitely they're going to pay some certain amounts. So you have to make sure that you're worth it. And how would you show that you're worth it? Is by the way you prepare your CV. So please learn how to prepare your CV properly. It's going to help you. One thing that helped me was that I was in a WhatsApp group that there were fellow doctors like me that were looking for jobs in Australia, and it helped me to know how to prepare my CV. The way my CV was when I was applying for a job in Saudi is different from the way my CV is now when I was applying for a job in Australia. There is a way Australian hospitals like their CVs to be done, and you have to learn that one. So make sure that your CV is tight and don't lie. Please, I beg you, don't lie. In the course of making it juicy, don't go and state things you have not done or positions you have not achieved, because once your CV attracts them, the next thing is that you're going to have an interview. And the purpose of the interview is to marry the person to the CV that they've seen. It's that basic. And that was my experience too. So they would want to know more about you. They want to know how safe you are, not just your medical knowledge, but also some certain social things. They can ask you some kind of questions that have to do with extra medical stuff. I knew some of the questions I had them were, have I ever experienced a senior colleague being inappropriate to a junior colleague, something like a bullying case like that, and how do I handle it? These kind of things are some of the things to watch out for, or some mistakes you've made as a doctor and how you're able to correct them. It shows you're teachable and the rest. So all they want is that to make sure that you're safe and worth the stress to bring you into the country. That's it. So I was able to get an interview with the current hospital I'm working, and luckily for me, that was the only interview I did, and I got the job shortly after that. So when I got the job, they emailed my employment letter to me and some certain things, and the next step is APRA registration. APRA means Australian Health Practitioner Regulation Agency. So just similar to SAFHS, which is for Saudi, it covers the entire medical professionals. Unlike Nigeria, that we have MDC, and that is just for doctors, and then we have the nursing council too, and then those for the medical lab and the rest. In Australia, similar to Saudi, there is a single body that regulates everything there. So you're going to register for APRA, and they're going to demand certain things from you, which I am going to make a video to tell you based on my experience what I was being required to submit for APRA. That video is very important and I want you to check it too, especially if you reach that stage. When you do that, eventually as they cleared me, I let my hospital know that I have successfully been registered with APRA, and the next thing was to nominate me for a visa, which they did. I stated that I intended coming with my family too, and so they asked me for the passports of my family and I, which I did, and they nominated me. Then I applied for my visa myself. Maybe I have to make another video to guide you guys on the visa application itself and how I was able to do it. That would help, because these were some things I was looking for when I was trying to do all these processes, and somehow such videos were scarce to get. So yeah, I'll do that video too. And eventually the visa came out and we moved here. So that's basically the rough steps I took towards coming to Australia. And I came in here on the 31st of March, and I'll tell you that it's possible for you to come here. You just have to understand some certain things, and hopefully you would be here together with us too. I hope this video has helped you. If it has, please don't forget to give it a like, and if you love what you watched here and you want to remain here, you can just subscribe and follow me. You can also share this with as many people that you think will help to a large extent. So yeah, it's very possible for you to come to Australia with just AMC1, and I am one of the people that had done that. So thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.